Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ethan Bernard. In today's video, I'm bringing you an exclusive explanation of Valorant's newest agent, Astra. Astra is a Ghanaian agent that harnesses the energies of the cosmos to reshape battlefields to her whim. With full command of her astral form and a talent for deep strategic foresight, she's always eons ahead of her enemy's next move. Astra is a controller. But Astra is not just a controller. She is the most complicated agent I have ever seen in attack FPS, and she is very crazy as a controller. I think she's actually going to be the best controller in the game, and once people learn how to use her and learn all the lineups, she's going to be damn near unstoppable if they combo her with the right agents. Now, before we get into her ability set, you guys got to know something. She works different than any other agent. She's complicated. It's not normal abilities. It's a very different way of placing and using them, but I'm very excited to show you how it all works. So the first thing to note is about her abilities is that her X button doubles as a form shift and her ultimate. When you press X, you enter her astral form. Astral form gives you an overview of the whole map that you're on. You can fly around just by looking around. You can hold space to go up, hold control to go down, and you can place your abilities in this form, and you actually have to be in the form to place down all of your abilities. Now, when you left click in this form, you place down a star. A star can be turned into 3 different abilities, and a star can also be recalled if you want to use it somewhere else instead. When you place down a star, everyone on the map can see it, the enemies can see it, your teammates can see it, but they cannot destroy it. There's nothing they can do to get around this. If they are within the radius of the ability when it happens, there's nothing they can do about it. So you can zone out sites with this, you can fake out sites with this, you can literally place a couple of these on each site you want to go to, and then whatever site you decide to go away from, you just recall them from, and you get those charges back, and then you can actually execute on the site that you want to go to. Now, that being said, we're going to go over all of her abilities that these charges can turn into, and all the crazy combos that you can do with them. Her first ability is called Gravity Well. When you press C on these stars, as you can see, the radius around them depicts the range of all the different abilities. The circle on the ground depicts the range of the Gravity Well, the stun, and the smoke. So starting off with the Gravity Well, this thing creates a little black hole. We've called it a pull, we've called it a black hole, we've called it a gravity well, and most of the time we just refer to it as a suck, because it kind of sucks things in. So when you press C on this, it creates this little warp hole that just sucks people right into it. Now, the thing about this ability is the vertical use on this star also works. So as you can see, the little orange circle around this thing is covering up to this wall. So if there was an agent up here on this ledge and you use this pull, it would actually pull them right down off it onto the ground. Now, another thing to note about the pull here is that when you use it, anyone inside it, when it disappears, ends up becoming vulnerable and they take double damage. So if you place this in the right spot and you catch someone off guard, you can quickly peek them and take them out because they'll be very susceptible to damage at that point. Now, this can be comboed with a ton of abilities. We were comboing this with Breach. We were pulling people and throwing nades into it. It's absolutely disgusting, and this is by far her most useful ability in my opinion. Now, another thing to note about this is that it doesn't only just work on people. This works on Raze's Boombot. This works on Silva's drone. This works on Sky's Wolf. It works on Sky's ultimate ability. It's absolutely nuts. This thing stops a ton of stuff, and it's absolutely crazy the stuff that you can do with this thing. It even works on Yoru's footsteps and Yoru's teleport. Like, come on. So if you guys have a Boombot coming at you, and you manage to press C on it, you can get it stuck in that center real quick and shoot it way before it gets to you. Now, her second ability is called Nova Pulse. This is basically a remote activated version of Breach's Concussion. When you press this, anything within the big ass radius, whether it be vertical or not, will get hit by a concussion. This is literally, as far as I can tell, the same exact effect as Breach.
Knocking them.
You get slowed down, you get this weird hearing, you can barely shoot your gun, you can barely see. It's not a good time. So if you hit someone with a suck and a concussion at the same time, you suck them in, and concuss them and all that stuff, oh, they're going to be having a rough time. It looks like this when that unfortunate situation happens to you. You can't move, and now you can move even less. You're vulnerable, you're slow, you can't see, you can't hear. It's just not a good time. Again, this can be used vertically as well. When you use this ability, as you can see on a vertical surface, it will work right here. When you look at it, you can see the radius goes above the ledge. So if there was someone up here and I used the concuss, they would also get stunned up there as well. If you want to be really mean to them, you can pull them down and then place the concuss out of the range, and then they would be sucked off the wall, and they would be just not able to move, see, or hear. It's pretty crazy. Now, Astra's third ability is the one you've all been waiting for, and it's called Nebula. It's literally an Omen Smoke. I mean, given it's a pretty version of Omen Smoke, look at all the stars in there, dude. When you enter it, it's literally Omen Smoke. This lasts 15 seconds to charge, and it's pretty damn useful considering she has 5 charges of these stars. Every single round she'll have a minimum of 2 charges for free. These charges cost 200 each, but literally, guys, you could literally smoke here, you could slow here, concuss there, you could execute a whole site, you could do a pull, a concussion, a smoke, and still have a charge left over to maybe save your ass by poking a smoke on yourself or something. It's absolutely crazy. She can zone people out, she can fake people out, and one of my favorite things about these charges is they can actually be recalled, as I said earlier. But what I didn't tell you is that when you recall these charges, you can use them again later in the round, but you will not have them for the next round of use. So when you recall one, it actually puts up a temporary smoke grenade to fake out the enemy.
Taking that back.
So when you take it back, it puts up a smoke for a couple seconds and then dissipates and goes back into your charges. So if you were actually attacking on any map, you can place 2 charges on one site, 2 charges on the other, and the enemy team would have no idea where you're going because technically you've set up utility for both. Then whichever site you decide not to go to, you can just press F to call back the charges. It'll look like you're smoking site, and then while it looks like you're smoking over there, you can pop a pull here, a smoke there, push in, and get some kills. The outplay potential with this character is crazy, especially when you pair her with the right agent. It's absolutely insane. Now, one other thing to note about this X ability, right? Because you're going, Ethan, if the X puts you into astral form, what's her ultimate? Well, when you enter astral form and use your alternate fire, holding down right click, wherever you click, you can click and hold left click to place a big ass wall. Now, folks, I don't think you understand when I say this. This is like a big ass wall. Like this reaches past Skybox. It reaches past the edge of the map. This thing is absolutely huge. All right, so when we place this,
world divided.
When she says world divided, she's not kidding, because it divides the whole damn world. Look at that stuff. It goes past the skybox, past the whole damn map. This thing is huge, and it can't be shot through. It's impervious to damage. You can't shoot through it. You can't do anything to it, but you can walk through it. Now, another interesting thing to note about this wall, and that one's about to disappear, so I'll place another one just to show you guys what I'm talking about. You cannot hear past the wall. It's very, very muffled sound. So if someone was defusing or planting right here, it would be very, very faint, and it would sound like it was almost across the map. It's absolutely crazy. So what you can do with this wall, say this is a site and this is a site, you can place a wall across both edges that blocks off your entire side of the map. You could place utility on one site and you could just push another one and they would have no idea. They will not be able to tell where you're at until you literally reveal yourself through the wall. It's absolutely crazy. We had one play where I put a fake, we placed down a wall on bind throughout the middle like this. I went short and placed a fake breach ultimate onto A, and then our whole team went through TP and they couldn't even hear it because of the wall. So while they were all freaking out about the breach ult and all moving to A site, we all 5 of us went to B and not a single person on the enemy team was there, and we got an easy plant and an easy defense. The outplay potential with this character is insane. When they said Galaxy Brain, they were literally not kidding. I mean, look at this. It's literally the Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, Astra is absolutely the most complex agent that Valorant's ever seen. She's by far the strongest controller, and anyone that takes the time to learn her and master these abilities, and some of the lineups you guys are going to find, oh my god. Even in the 1 or 2 days we got to play of her, we found some crazy setups, some crazy combos. Her with Raze and her with Breach are god tier. If you have all three on the same team, you might as well kiss the other team goodbye. It's absolutely disgusting what you can do with this character, and she is by far my favorite controller in the game at this point. Let me know what you guys think of her gameplay down in the comments below, folks. I gotta tell you, I'm really happy that Riot Games invited me out to play this character. I had a great time. I have a full match of absolutely insane gameplay live on the channel right now, by the way. I was playing with Kaide, Evux, Arcos, and Gameface. We were playing on Ascent. It was a really close game, but we pulled it through, and Astra just really shined in that match. Anyway, that video is live right now on the channel if you guys want to check it out. Again, thanks to Riot Games for letting me check this out early. If you guys have any Valorant content you want to see, let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. That stuff's free, and it helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.